about wheat for a second because I probably discussed the topic of wheat with most of my patients throughout a week, but it seems to come up over and over again, so I really wanted to make it clear as to when you can eat wheat and when you can't. So let's start. Who doesn't love a pizza? It's phenomenal, right? Like, I've been gluten-free, staying off wheat for over 20 years, and I am the first person to tell you I love pizza. But pizza doesn't always love my gut, and for many of you, this is what's going on, is the things that you are craving, the foods that you love are the ones that are causing so many of your symptoms. So I want to give you, there are 4 things that I look for with patients that tell me there may be a wheat or gluten intolerance. To give you some background before I go over those 4 things, what's going on with wheat? What's going on with gluten? And there's really 2 major problems. One is how wheat is being grown right now. So it's not, gluten is a part of wheat. So it's not just gluten itself, it's not just wheat, it's how it's being grown. There's something in it called Bt toxin that destroys the gut. It's also how they are spraying our breads, what they're spraying on the wheat that's harmful. So that's called glyphosate. I talk about it all the time in my Facebook Lives, that the glyphosate is creating a leaky gut type situation and is destroying the microbiome of your gut as well. So it's the toxins in wheat right now that are the major issue. Now, a lot of you guys are watching me over in Europe. We got a whole bunch of resetters in England. And England's a little different, but I know in Europe in general, they do not allow glyphosate to be sprayed on their wheat, so it makes it a little bit easier for your body to digest. So I really go after looking at 4 signs that tell you your wheat is not working for you. And the first sign is chronicity of the problem. Like, if you have a symptom that has been around for a while, such as achy joints, fuzzy brain, you're struggling to lose weight, thyroid problems, things that are just sticking around and they're not getting better, try a 2-week gluten-free test. Just for 2 weeks, go completely off gluten, go off wheat, go off pasta, like everything that would have any kind of gluten in it, go off of it and see what happens. One of 2 things is going to happen. One, you're going to go off of it and you're going to be like, wow, it's amazing, I feel incredible. And you're never going to want to go back. Or some of you are going to go off of it and you're going to be like, yeah, I don't really notice anything. I get this a lot. Like, I don't really notice anything. People are pretty excited when they don't notice anything when they do the 2-week test because they don't want wheat to be the thing that's contributing to their poor health. But then, if that's you, what I want you to do is then add it back in, like in a big way. Go off of it for 2 weeks. If you don't notice anything then go on a wheat binge and see what you notice. Bloated belly, aches and pains worse, tiredness, fuzzy brain, those are the kind of things that would tell you you're not digesting wheat properly. So your symptoms is one. Second thing, one of the major problems with wheat is it causes something called candida in the gut. And candida is a very, very predictable gut dysbiosis that you can spot by evaluating a couple of things. I call it the white tongue test. First thing in the morning, get up, open your mouth, look in the mirror. Do you have a white tongue? If you have a whiteness on your tongue, you probably have some candida forming in your body. And the best way to get over candida is to pull wheat out. Anything yeasty, beer is another one that creates candida or builds up candida. So ringing in the ears, that's a candida issue. Rashes, those are candida. Anything itchy, any itchiness, that's candida. Pull the wheat out and you'll really see a difference with those symptoms. So the white tongue, ringing in the ears, itchiness, look for those signs as indicators. But I love the morning tongue because it'll tell you so much about what's going on in your gut. Third thing, this may be way too much information for you at this moment, but your bowel habits will tell you so much about what's going on in your gut. So if you are not having a bowel movement every day, then there's something wrong with the bacteria in your gut, there's fungus, there's something in there that is not benefiting you. So take wheat out. Try taking it out, see if those bowel habits, every single day you should be having a bowel movement. Sometimes twice a day is fine, but I get people in my office that are like 3 days, 4 days, 2 weeks without a bowel movement. That's not normal. That tells us something's in the gut. Number one thing you should do is pull the weed out. And then the last thing is, if you've tried everything, if you have, especially for like musculoskeletal pain, because people don't tend to think of their pizza causing musculoskeletal pain, but if you are in a chronic condition and you have tried everything and you're still not getting well, it's time to really pull all weed out. So chronicity of the problem, how long has it been there? And specifically you guys that have musculoskeletal problems. There's great books. Wheat Belly is a phenomenal book, Grain Brain. There's so much research out there on how harmful the weed is today that you owe it to yourself to really give it a good try, 2 weeks, and see if these symptoms go away. Okay? 4 things. Look at your symptoms. Look at your tongue in the morning. Look at your bowel habits. You should be having a bowel movement every day. And go after those chronic issues, especially musculoskeletal pain. Those are the 4 things you need to look at. And if those are off in any way, shape, or form, sorry, it's time to pull the weed out. So